Yo, what's invoking, guys? Welcome back to another deck profile. Today we have a budget True Draco deck. So today I went to Toronto Regionals. I played the main event, but I played it with Reaper in the main, like Ghost Reaper, playing Trairy build. I prepared for Salamander, but I just only faced uh, Sky Strikers, so it was not good for me. So I ended up dropping early on because I just wanted to win a mat. So I wanted to win a mat, but there wasn't enough people, so I went to Battle City because there was a mat anyways. We just like the Ojama mat, and I was like, yeah, screw it. Like I just want a mat, so I went and played, and here we go. Came first place, won the mat, and 2 tokens. So that was nice. My matchups, I had to face Danger Thunder, I had to face Groove Stun, and I also faced um, Salamander in the finals. So all pretty hard decks to beat, but this deck just able to grind through it all. So let's get straight into it, guys. So first we have the monster count: 1 Dino, 3 Maiden, and 3 Ignis. So the thing is, you want to max out on these True Draco monsters because these are the only monsters you're running in the main. And especially going second, you want to be able to hard draw them so you can trigger the spells and traps. And to be honest, they don't really brick because you have the True Draco spells to extra tribute summon, so you're always good on these. These cards will never be dead. Dino, you don't always want to bring out early. Sometimes if you're missing monsters, or if you just have the Draco trap, you just want to bring out Maiden. If you're short on spells, which happens like more than you think, you might want to get Ignis. But Dino is the best one, but it's not always the best for every situation. So yeah. So that's all the monsters. We don't play border or mono in the main. Next we have 3 diagram, 2 terraforming, so essentially 5 diagrams. Diagram's really good. You really want to see it. Terra at 2 is fine. Even if it was at 3, I probably would play it at 3, but 2 is fine. Like, it's perfectly fine this way. So now moving on to the True Draco spells. So 3 Heritage, 3 Disciples. So Heritage, sometimes you don't want to get greedy on it. You just want to like draw 1 if that's what your hand allows. Disciples, so good in the late game because if let's just say you can shuffle stuff from your grave, instead of popping the something and then using and getting Heritage with diagram, let's say, and just drawing 1, if you can shuffle back 3, you want Disciples because it's just better in that situation. Especially if you're like running low on monsters and you just want to like shuffle back and then just increase your chance of drawing them, that'd be good. Now we have our draw power: 3 Demise, 2 Duality, 1 Desires. So card Demise, you always need to have it. It's so good. So of course you'd run 3. Duality, I like 2. I also like 3, but 2 makes you brick less because Duality into Duality is bad because it's hard once per turn and it's just not good. It sucks if you have to send it with diagram. 1 Desires, because Desires, if you can resolve it, we're playing the Rup build. This is like the budget build. You don't need an extra deck, so it's like Floodgate Turbo. 1 Desires is perfect because if you see it, you auto win, and you can't Desires into Desires because you're only playing 1. And then, like, it doesn't matter if you don't see it because you already have Demise and Duality. Duality going to go into Demise, so you're all good either way. Next, we have 1 Stormforth. I don't care that it's at 3. Like, it's just a 1 of in the main. It's fine. It's good, I guess. Out to big monsters. But at this point in this format, it's like a bunch of negates, so it's good at baiting negates, I guess. It's fine at 1. I wouldn't play any more in the main or the side. Now moving on to the traps. So we maxed out on the True Draco traps. We like the True Draco engine, so that's why we have to max out on it. Most of the time I'd be searching Apocalypse, because Apocalypse, it's so good because you can dodge destruction effects like Afterburners. You just chain Apocalypse, tribute off your own monster, and you can also tribute someone on your opponent's turn. Also, the halving attack does come up, so I think it does come up way more than return. Return's there if I really need that extra tribute. So if I already have Apocalypse and I just want that extra disruption and have that extra monster in hand, I get return. Or if I really want to like stall or like grind, True King's Return is good because it lets you do that. That's only if you have like a lot of monsters in grave too. So that's just the Draco monster count. Consistency card. So we have Waterfall. Good against Sky Strikers. Dodges effects. Dodges evenly, but we do have other stuff for it. So that's good. Then we have 3 Rup. Rup's so busted. Like, it's Like, it's more skill drains. It's better than skill drain, honestly, because skill drain stuns your own guys, and I'd rather just not play skill drain. And erupt's just fine. 3's fine because we already play 3. There can be only 1. Although that means you can't have more than 1 Draco monster. That's fine because you can always pop it yourself with diagram, or with like your own True Draco spell, but it's usually with diagram, or you can just outgrind because like if you're facing salads, you just auto win anyways, so that's perfect. 2 rivalry because Danger, Thunder Dragon, and Sky Strikers are decks, so that's why you have to play them, even though it sucks against Salamangreat. 1 Soul Drain. The Soul Drain's an auto win against Salamangreat, and also an auto win against Danger, Thunder Dragon, so it's really good. It's better than Skill Drain, so that's why you play Soul Drain. And 1 Solemn Strike to make 40 cards. It comes up. It's not the best going second. Going second is pretty bad. It's really bad going second, but it's only playing 1. If you draw going first, if you're lucky, you'll get it. So Floodgates, we're playing 9 and 1 strike. So I think that's pretty good. So like I said, there is no extra deck. This is the budget version. So we're not playing extra deck. We don't have any expensive cherry targets. Everything's fairly cheap, like maybe 5. Soul Drain, there's like a cheap version. Rivalries are cheap. They got reprinted. There can be only 1. It's not that expensive. It's like 5 at most. Erupts, like 3s. Like dirt cheap. These are commons, cheap. Desire's like 5. It's like cheap. Demises, they're gonna get reprinted in dual powers, so they're gonna be cheap. Disciples, like cheap. Diagrams got reprinted twice, so the value just tanked. Ignis, apart from like Demise, is gonna be your most expensive card. You can probably get them for like 13s. It's not bad. And then, like, not worth much. So overall, this deck value definitely like less than 100, I'd say. Around 100, probably even less. But yeah. Now moving on to the side deck. The side deck is what wins games, honestly. Like, Porter. Porter's the best card in the deck. It just go first. You summon Porter against like Danger Thunder or Salamangreat. You auto win because they can't out it. It's a big beater, and they can't like reboot it. They can't Twin Twister it. Even if they evenly match you, just keep Porter on the field, and then you're good. You just win. It's not auto win. Then 3 Spear Modes, because your normal summon doesn't really matter, because you can always have those extra tributes, and then you're good. 2 Lancia, you don't want to C3. It's good against like the combo decks, but you already have Spear Mode to compensate for that going second, and you have Inspector Porter going first. 1 Imperial Order because it's auto win against Strikers. 1 Anti-Spell because it's good against Strikers. And Pendulums, Solemn Strike, and Judgment because these are like really good cards, so you want to be keeping them. And 3 Mind Crush, so you don't lose too evenly, and you can hit the Gazelle in hand. Or Engage. Like, this card's has really good utility, and I'd say it's pretty good. I'd say if I really want to cut something, it could be the Mind Crushes and put in Bribes, because it stops Twin Twisters, but apart from that, this deck's perfect. But anyways, here's like a big review of the mat. It's kind of ugly, I'm not even gonna lie, but it's better than nothing, you know? And then we got 2 tokens. But yeah, you know Team Invoker is always bringing us to the top, and we don't lose. We bring it all the way home. Stay invoking, guys.